to all the people who are bereaved because of the Lekki massacre. I just hope that God is going to give you the fortitude to bear your losses. And for those who are injured, I wish you speedy recovery. The president may not acknowledge what happened on the 20th of October 2020, but we know what happened. We saw what happened. We watched it live. Hi everyone, welcome to Yamen's Take on Things. Today I'm starting a new segment called The Things You Do Not Know About Nigeria. To start off, I'll be talking about the End SARS movement that is currently going on in Nigeria. If you're not in Nigeria, if you're not a Nigerian, then you probably may not have heard. And that's why I'm going to be here enlightening you about what SARS is and why it must end. SARS, S-A-R-S, is Special Anti-Robbery Squad. It's a unit that was formed to, as the name implies, to take care of serious crimes like robbery, armed robbery, kidnapping, and some other, terrible crimes. However, since 2017, which was when the End SARS hashtag started trending on Twitter, a lot of reports had come in from different people all over Nigeria saying that this special squad had been killing people, abusing people, extorting people, raping people on the streets of Nigeria. Different people came out with their stories through their own experiences or people who are close to them. There are people who had instances of their sibling or a relative being arrested by SARS and they never finding or hearing from that person again. Nigerians had been going through this torture since before 2017. It was just 2017 that the End SARS trend or the hashtag started trending on Twitter. The reason and this End SARS movement is really hot right now is because some weeks back a video trended online, went viral, which showed a group of officers, SARS officers, driving off in a man's car after probably extorting him and whatever. A group of celebrities came out and said, okay, we need to come out and protest. The hashtag started trending on Twitter and people started talking about their stories all over again, and then people came out to protest. And from there, it was like a viral disease. Like everybody just had to support the movement. Every state in Nigeria, there was one protest or the other happening. People were contributing. People were trying to ensure that this movement did not die. To show you how much Nigerians had been suffering in silence. And the End SARS protest and movement spread like a wildfire throughout Nigeria. This has been going on, and some days into the protest, the president, through the IGP of police, the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria, came out and said that the SARS was going to be disbanded. And in the same breath, in the same publication, in the same news, he said that the SARS was going to be was going to be changed into SWAT. And Nigerians were not having it, because this is not the first time that SARS had been disbanded. This is not the first time that the government had promised to dissolve or disband the unit. So Nigerians knew that this was another joke. This was another plot to stop us from protesting, from asking for our rights, from asking for justice. And so the protest didn't stop. If anything, it became more like people just wanted to come out and like keep doing what they were doing, hoping that for once we could get change, we could get justice in Nigeria. So the protest never stopped. It increased. So many issues happened along the way. The Feminist Coalition, who was an organization on Twitter who came out and started receiving contributions and funds, you know, they were blocked by the central bank from receiving donations, so they had to go into bitcoins, and it did not stop the movement. On Tuesday, on the 20th of October 2020, okay, it's hard for me to talk about this because it's a very terrible thing, but I'm enlightening you today, and I hope that you're watching, and I hope that you do not forget these things that I'm saying, because it's going to be important sometime very soon in the future, very near future. The government of Lagos announced a curfew which was supposed to start by 4 p.m. on the 20th of October. And if you know Lagos, if you know anything about Lagos, then you know that it is known for traffic jam, right? The population in Lagos, it's massive, and the roads are always packed. And so announcing a curfew that's supposed to start by 4 p.m. less than 24 hours before, a lot of people were rushing home. A lot of people were trying to get supplies, foodstuff. So the long and short of the story is, a lot of people were still out when the curfew was supposed to begin. And of course, there were still protesters. Protesters had slept the night before. Like, people had been there. So you did not expect that you just announce a curfew and then, like a snap of the finger, then everybody would just disappear off the streets. There were peaceful protesters at Lekki on the 20th of October. They were holding the Nigerian flag. They were singing the national anthem. Shortly before that, reports came, allegedly, that there were men who came to cut down the CCTV cameras, which are usually at the Lekki toll gate. And then the light was turned off. And before anybody knew what was going on, soldiers of Nigeria, the military, the army of Nigeria, opened fire on the peaceful protesters. Now, I don't know anything about weapons, I don't know anything about ammunition or anything like that, but I saw videos and I saw how these people were shooting directly at peaceful protesters that were not armed. Well, right now, it's called the Lekki Massacre, right? Everybody has heard about it, both internationally and nationally, and there are so many places you can go to read about what happened that day. But the reason I'm here, the reason I'm sitting before you right now, is to tell you that Nigerians are fed up, right? Like, we've taken a lot. I don't think there's any time since I've been born up to me now, I don't think there's any time where I've seen Nigeria as a place where I wasn't suffering. I wasn't trying to compete for little resources. I wasn't trying to ensure that I was the best so that in order to get basic amenities, in order to ensure that I have money, in order to provide for myself basic amenities, right? In Nigeria, you have to pay for your own power, your own private power, which means the government does not provide enough electricity for you to survive as a human being. So you have to buy your own generators, right, to power your own electricity for your house or your own inverters. The government does not provide water, so you have to build your own boreholes. And the government does not provide health or good schools, so you have to go to the private schools. You have to send your children to the private schools. You have to go to the private hospitals. Everything in Nigeria is done by its citizens individually. The government does not have anything to write. It does not have anything to show that it's actually a government. It does not have anything to show that, okay, these people are actually paying taxes. So people have been suffering since I can remember. There was never a time when there has always been this sort of lifestyle or standard of living where I could say, okay, yes, I was relaxed, I was happy. No, it has never happened. Not in my lifetime. So now Nigerians are saying, no, we can't continue like this. We cannot continue to suffer. We cannot continue to remain like this. And right now, we're not even asking for, at first, we're not asking for all those other things. All we're asking is that this police officer should stop killing us. But now, we're not going to just stop there. We're going to go forward and say, you know what? Now we're demanding good governance. Now we're demanding healthcare. Now we're demanding education. Now we're demanding poverty alleviation. Now we're demanding everything that is our right. Okay, so if you're out there and you're in Nigeria and you're watching this, my message to you is, what is your plan? Right? I don't care if you're in Nigeria or you're in diaspora. What is your plan? What is your plan to change Nigeria? Do something now. Anything you can do. If you feel like going on the street to protest is how you can help, then help. If you feel like tweeting is how you can help, then help. If you feel like donating is how you can help, then help. But for me and this channel, my goal here is to enlighten Nigerians and the world. Right? You guys need to understand what Nigeria is about in order for it to change. You need to understand the law. You need to understand the governance structure. You need to understand the politics in order for you to change it. So for those of you who are saying, oh, by 2023, we're going to change the government, how? Right? Okay, I get my PVC, which is my voter's card for those that don't know. I get my voter's card and I go and then vote, and then the election is rigged by the same group of people who are in power. How does that change anything? How does that change the fact that even if I wanted to get my PVC, I may actually be frustrated? How does getting a PVC change or demand change from the government in Nigeria? Yes, that is one thing, but we can do more. We can enlighten people. Because in as much as the government seems like a big thing, but they are less than 1%. They are less than 0.5% of the whole population in Nigeria. The government is there to serve us. The politicians, the president, the governors, they are our servants. It's not the other way around. It's not the other way around. We're not living in a monarchy. We're supposed to be in a democracy. So this new segment is called The Things You Do Not Know About Nigeria. So now you know about NSAS. I might not have summarized it in as best as I can because I feel like I'm still talking from a very emotional point of view, but I just wanted to introduce this new segment, and as time goes on, hopefully I'll be more articulate in the message that I'm trying to pass. But please go out there, read about what's going on in Nigeria. Okay, so don't think that because you are in Canada or you're in the UK or you're in Germany, then whatever is happening in Nigeria does not affect you. It does. If you have any value for human life, if you have any value for justice, then it does affect you. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your comments. If there's any way you feel like we could collaborate to help spread the message, to help educate people, to help reorient the minds of people, please let me know in the comment section. Reach out to me. I'm willing to do whatever work is needed to get ourselves ready for the change that we are clamoring for. Yes, I look forward to putting out more videos, and if you have also topics that you feel like I could touch on, also let me know. The change has begun, and I hope that you're going to be on board for it. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.